the barber becomes TikTok famous and
Yes.
increased prices 3 times in 6 months
Yes.
from $35 to $125. Have you ever had a $125 haircut?
No, I haven't, but I have had experience with barbers increasing their prices. So I'm from Detroit. So when I was living in Detroit, right before I moved to Atlanta, I had this barber, and he started out, man. He was like $20. So I'm like, okay, that was expensive back then. Like
Right.
a $20 haircut
Yeah.
was like, okay, that's the
Yeah.
premium, right? So I slipped up and told him what I did. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I'm a banker. I'm popping my stuff, right? Thinking I'm doing the right thing. So one day I tipped him. It was 25. I tipped him $10.
Mm-hmm.
So he come back like, all right, yeah, it's 30 now. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Price is 30. Okay, I got the money. He's watching my pockets, obviously. I don't know what happened this month. I had a good month. I done tipped him again, so I paid him the 30. I tip him the 40. I mean, I tip him 10. I pay him 40 this time. Now, again, we're in Detroit. So
I was about to say.
Atlanta prices are a little different than Detroit because I live in
Right.
Atlanta now, so it's a little different. Couple months go by. Price is 40 now. So I'm like, I start noticing
Now,
a
is
pattern.
this your price?
I think it's my price. I don't think this is the standard price. I think this is I talk too much. Now it's my price,
Okay.
and then I'm still tipping him. So I'm thinking like, I think he's charging me based off of what he think I'm willing to pay, and not what he's paying.
Yeah.
So I mean, not what he's charging other people. So one time I was in there, and there was this young lady that brought her son in there, right? But then her boyfriend started coming with her. So when her boyfriend came with her, they had complimented something. Like, I used to dress nice every time because I was a banker. It was like, man, you look like a lawyer, man. You look like you're doing something, whatever. And I was like, oh, I'm actually a banker at Quicken Loans, XYZ. So I started talking to the husband.
Yeah.
And then I asked him, I'm just like, how long you been going here? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. He like, man, I've been going here about 6-7 years, man. Blah, these people. I'm like, yeah, I'm new here. How much you basically how much you pay? He paid $25.
The first price. The first price was 20.
Well, the first price was 15, and he went up to 20.
Okay.
And then that's when it was 15, only 2 cuts though.
Got it.
He went up to 20, and then I told him I'm a banker or whatever, and then he went to 30, and then he went to 40. He's paying 25. Now, y'all see I got a beard and all that now. I got this beard during the pandemic. I didn't used to have a beard. I used to be babyface.
Really?
Yes, I didn't used to have a beard.
Oh.
Right? So he got a beard. So he's charging him.
Wow.
He's charging me $40 just for a regular cut. He's charging him $25 for the cut.
And he's getting in the beard.
So what? So barbers, what they do, they charge different people different prices. So I'm not mad at the guy charging $125 because he got hundreds of people wanting to book with him for the new prices. Now, what happened is with this young lady went viral telling this story.
Right.
She said her son's barber went up. So I think it's an issue where you go up on your normal, regular customers. You're supposed to go up on the new people, not your regular customers. Why would you be charging her son $125 just because you went viral on TikTok?
Why is a son's haircut $35? The kids are supposed to be less.
Well, it depends on where he's at. Like, if you're in New York, my booth rent might be $500 a month, so I gotta pay the rent.
I know, I understand
it's
that.
It's different prices. We're in 2026, inflation.
Man, I don't know. Get braids. I don't know.
I mean, braids. Then are you gonna be getting that hey boo text from the girls telling you, they can't do his hair? So
I think that when you have a good quality product, I was actually just looking at this barber. I love to look at hair videos, and so because my algorithm is hair videos, I have the natural hair. They just send me everything hair. So I was actually looking at this guy, and he cuts hair, and he cuts he cuts your hair if you have soft long hair, if that makes sense, right? And but he makes you look like some type of gangster, biker or something like that. they come out looking amazing. Now, if that was really truly the value of your haircut is 125, like, I'm, doing the hot towel, I'm making sure that you don't have the ingrowns, I'm actually doing care, because I pay 125. Like, 125 is actually a good price for if I got my hair done. My hair is usually like 150, 160.
How long your a hairdo last though?
Like 4 days. So that's another thing too.
No, that's crazy. I thought you were gonna say a lot longer than that.
Well, here's the thing. It depends on what you are getting done. So what I mean by 4 days, let me correct myself. What I mean by 4 days is I don't really have to touch it.
Oh, okay. Yes. Like it's flawless for 4 days, and then
and then I have to like spruce it up or do something like that. But it's gonna last me for like a month, 6 weeks, something like that, depending on what I get. Like I get like my natural hair done, so it lasts me a little. It doesn't last me as long. Mm-hmm. But the point I'm trying to say is, if I was to just get say I was to get like a press and curl or something like that, 125 would be amazing.
Yes. Yes.
But I'm also getting like a full wash. Do you get your hair washed when you go?
Oh, no, I wash my hair before I go.
So you got to do your own wash. So that's what I'm saying. So for me, I'm like, it's a little different because
so right now I pay $60 a haircut.
And they do your beard and everything
they do the whole thing,
I still feel like that's expensive. I'm not gonna lie.
It's definitely, but I feel like my barber is worth it.
Okay.
The reason my barber is worth it because, for one, when I go in there, the appointments are always the appointments. Mm-hmm. So if I book at 3, I'm getting my haircut at 3 or 3:15, or you know what I'm saying. Like it's not I'm in there at 3 and I get my haircut at 5:30 and I done wasted 2.5 hours of my time.
Politics.
Yeah. So and then it don't be a bunch of people there. So he has like a suite that's kind of like big as this room, but it's so it's not a whole shop. It's a suite, but it's big enough to where if I'm getting cut, he's cutting my hair, and it's 3 other people in there, it don't feel like mushy.
How long does it take to get your hair cut?
Probably like 30 minutes. But then when you go, I go every week, so my hair don't be terrible.
Yeah.
So he's just really touching up his last work. So it gets faster. He's more efficient.
As long as the value is there, I say go for it. Now, the problem is these people get popular, and that does not necessarily mean that the quality of cut has gone up.
Now,
if you're going up on me, and this is how I feel about rent as well. Now, it doesn't work like this, but this is how I feel about rent. I actually moved out of my apartment in Connecticut because they went up on the rent. I got it at a really good price, and then 2 years later they wanted to like shoot me up, and I'm like, why? There's no dog walking park, there's no ice cream shop, there's no, like, y'all didn't gentrify the space at all to substantiate this rent. So that's how I felt. I said, well, I'm moving out. So you can give it to somebody who feels like, that's business. Somebody else values the unit at that price, then that is fine. But you gave it to me already at a certain price and nothing changed.
Right.
So that's my thing. If this young lady feels like, well, the haircut ain't really changed. It's still a $35.
It's just you got, instead of 2,000 followers on TikTok, now you got 50 or 100 or 200. The value is still what I was paying. But I would say this as well. Value is subjective to everybody. So I'm on camera, 5-6 days out of the week or whatever.
You need
so a haircut is extremely valuable to me. But if I worked in corporate, and I'm in a white collar job, a haircut is still extremely valuable because I'm presentable. But if you are, you work on a construction site and you wear a hard hat anyway or whatever. Like, a haircut isn't as valuable you that it is to me. So I think, and I hate to say this, the value of a haircut and the value of a good barber is always subjective to who the person is. And a lot of barbers are starting to learn their value. And that's the bad thing about like all the pricing economics is like, now, like back in the day, barbers used to just cut hair.
Yeah.
Now barbers going on trips and they tricking on some of the baddest chicks, and they got on Balenciagas, they got on Diamond. Like, barbers rich now. They didn't used to.
Yeah.
Like barbers
They like
and hairstylists, they used to be like the local braider that used to do hair in their kitchen.
I went to a hairstylist. Homegirl had a G-Wag.
Yes.
Said,
these barbers, these service providers are making a lot of money. But again, if they have that clientele that can sustain that, like if I don't know my barber, if all of his clientele is like who I am. Mm-hmm. But like, let's say he only cut people who were on TV all the time. He could justify charging $60, $70.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I got a hairstyle one time, and the girl was a celebrity hairstylist, and I will say it's the best my hair has ever looked though. So I paid it.
Because sometimes they make so much money, now they can reinvest in their brand and their business.
Products
so
are
now they actually become the best.
That's that's what I'm saying. What changed? Like when I say there were other stylists that looked at my hair and was like, "Damn, how'd you get that?"
Exactly.
I was like, "I don't even know." It's like it is not permed. I said, "I swear it's not perm."
Yeah, because like for example, certain type of what are they called? Curlers flat iron. You can get the better flat irons, and now your curls last a little longer. They drop a little better. I know a little something.
Look at
You know what the ladies do. I know a little something. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you get the cheap stuff. Your stuff lasts 3 hours. You get the good stuff. It lasts 4 or 5 days. You see what I'm saying? That might be worth an extra.
And when I say, and also, you don't have to just be a celebrity hairstylist. Yeah. You could do the girl's hair that be on the news all the time.
Right? Yeah, that's a celebrity. That's a local celebrity.
So that's kind of like what the situation was.
Thank you guys for watching. In order to continue to support independent journalism, I need you to subscribe to our page below. And also, if you want the full podcast and more exclusive content, make sure you subscribe to the Patreon. Link is in the description.